So welcome to another game of Waterloo Pirates Baseball, your 13U team playing in the second game of the Can of Corn Classic down here in Dyersville, Iowa. We are actually in Dubuque today. 4 o'clock start. Looks like we're going to get started here a little bit early. Your Waterloo Pirates taking on the Lemont Lightning. Lemont located a little southwest of Chicago, about 3 hours away. First three up here in Waterloo's lineup, Gavin, Mason, and Cash. If any one of those three should reach, Shea will be up. A lot of chatter out of that Waterloo dugout for this first pitch. And that is high, back to the fence, ball one. First pitch of the game, 3:47. And swing and a miss by Gavin, evens the count at a ball and a strike. And a little grounder just outside of third base. Strike two. And high and outside to even the count. 2-2 on Gavin, who steps in there. And another ball outside, 3-2. Gavin's run it full here. 20-mile-an-hour winds here, steady at Dubuque, the Veterans Park here, and Gavin coming back. And strike three looking for the first out of the inning. Brings up Mason with one down. And Mason swings and misses. A balmy 83 degrees in Dubuque, Iowa this afternoon. Ball one. Low and outside. So this is the top of the first inning. Waterloo, the away team. And Mason takes one to the opposite field. Nice snag there by the second baseman. A little bit of vertical there for the second out of the inning. Brings up Cash, who made the defensive play of the game yesterday against Premier Baseball Academy. And swings and misses, strike one. Cash was playing left field yesterday afternoon and made a phenomenal diving catch along the foul line. And ball low, 1-1. Phenomenal catch along the foul line. Even some of the Premier Baseball Academy parents were commenting on that. And there it is, right to center field, going deep. And center fielder is able to camp under it in time for the third out of the inning. Waterloo goes 1-2-3 in the top of the first. So Waterloo nothing. Lemont coming up. This game is at Veterans Park in Dubuque, Iowa. A two-diamond complex. Does not appear to be anything going on Diamond 2 behind me. Excuse me, they call it Field 2. Jacob will take the mound for Waterloo. Set the defense here for you in the first inning. Jacob On the mound, Trey behind the plate. First to third is Dylan, Gavin, AJ, and Shay. Your outfield is Cash, Tucker, and looks like Avery out in right. Ooh. Waterloo goes 1-2-3 in the first inning.
We're told the resolution is not good on our game.
So this is the second game of pool play. We will know at the conclusion of all of the day's games what time we will be playing tomorrow. So depending on a win or loss and run differential, you are seated where you are in your same pool play. So, and also you don't know what diamond you'll be playing on. So we are back here to live baseball. Jacob taking the mound. Pitched yesterday, but only threw 11 pitches, so his arm should be fresh. First pitches for Jacob is high and outside, ball one. And just a little bit low. Tried to paint the outside corner and just a little bit low. And Jacob back to the fence. 3-0. Three and 0 count is high. A 4-pitch walk to start the game. First base runner of the game belongs to Lemont via the walk. And this is a coaching visit to the mound already. Just checking the, probably how he feels, the arm. So after that visit by the mound by Coach Shroud, and we're back to live baseball. Bluff throw back to first. And he's off with the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Trey with a great throw down to first, but the speed beats it. Lemont with a runner on second now, nobody out. 0-1 count. And Jacob throws it right down the middle, swinging strike. 0-2 now. And Jacob throws it just a bit inside, maybe high. A little bit of a flinch by the Lemont batter. He did not offer, and that was a ball. 1-2 now. And no attempt to move out of the way by the Lightning batter. That ball was inside, so runners on first and second now. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. No score. And comes in and fouled back over the backstop here for the first strike. Jacob a little low and outside, gets away from Trey. Can't find it. Jacob is able to see that and corral it. So wild pitch on the play. Both runners move up 90 feet. Well, actually, it's not 90 feet. What is it, 75? Lightning with runners on second and third. Nobody out in the bottom of the first. No score. And Jacob comes in, line shot between second and third to the outfield. Lightning is going to try to score two, and the throw comes home, and Trey is unable to corral it. Runner slides in safe for a double, and the Lightning from Lemont take a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the first, excuse me. And that is fouled along the third base side. Strike one. And high it inside, back to the fence. Wild pitch and going to third, but no throw by Trey. Lemont with a runner on third and nobody out, up 2-0 in the bottom of the first. And ball low, gets away from Trey, but no advance from the runner at third. Jacob just misses the outside corner. 2-1. Three and one, I'm sorry. Jacob doing a lot of talking to himself out there on the mound. Jacob steps off the mound, but Shea was not holding the runner on. No throw. Right down the third base side, foul for a full count. And coming back over his head. And ball 4. That's 2 walks in the inning for Jacob. Coaching visit to the mound by Coach Ross and the entire infield joining Jacob on the mound. Both coaches are on the mound. We will have a pitching change here. Jacob out to third. Shea moving to left. And Cash will be coming in to pitch for Waterloo. Cash did not pitch in yesterday's game. Coach Ross and actually Coach Ryan is scooping a lot more dirt to the front of the mound. Apparently there may be a dip or something that Jacob may have been not comfortable with when he landed. And Cash is doing his warm-up tosses here. We'll reset for you here in the bottom of the first inning. Lemont Lightning with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Runners on the corners that Jacob is responsible for, but nobody out still. Waterloo went 1-2-3 in the top of the first inning. Lemont leads 2-0. And Cash's first pitch is high. Runner will advance to second without a throw. The runners for Jacob that he's responsible for now are on second and third. And Cash comes back with a nice strike on the outside corner to even the count at a ball and a strike. And Cash coming back right in the middle, foul tip. 1-2 for Cash. And Cash paints the outside corner for the first out of the inning for Waterloo. First left-handed batter here for either team. Cash coming back. Low and inside, ball 1. And Cash right down the middle, and Lemont batter swings through that one to even the count. And a ball and a strike. Oh, outside, 2-1. Cash with a low pitch, swings through that one for 2-2 count. And right down the middle, shot right up the middle and over second base. Runner from third will score, scooped up by Tucker. Lemont scores a third run. And they lead 3-0 in the bottom of the first. 1 out. Unaware of that rule. Thought there was only 1 out. And ball inside, back to the fence. Wild pitch, and the runner from second will advance to, or runner from first will advance to second. That is a nice pitch down the middle. 1-1. Cash with a nice pitch. High on the outside corner. 1-2. And that ball is low and outside. Good waste of a pitch. Cherry on top of that to keep it from going to the backstop and possibly preventing another run for Lemont. And that is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Lemont now with 2 down. Runners on second and third with a 3-0 lead over your Waterloo Pirates. Cash starts him off with a strike down the middle, and Tucker is coming in with a catch in center field for the 3rd out. Cash completes the inning, allowing one of Jacobs' runners an inherited runner to score. So through 1 inning complete. Waterloo 0, Lemont 3. Coming up in the top of the 2nd inning for Waterloo, Shea, Trey, and AJ. A little bit of maintenance out here in the mound. Apparently the little bit of talking to from the Waterloo coaches to the umpire has caused a little bit of maintenance here out on the front of the mound. Overcast skies here in listen to me, in Dubuque, Iowa today. Same pitcher is on the mound for his 2nd inning of work with Lemont. Shea getting ready to step in here in the top of the 2nd inning. And Shea swings through the first offering. 0-1. Same pitch. Fouled it off the end of the bat up the first base side. 0-2 quickly to Shea. And ball outside. 1-2. Ball is swung through and missed. Second strikeout for Waterloo in this game. First out of the second inning, and brings up Trey. First pitch, Trey pops it up. Foul territory over here by third base, and Lemont, for third baseman, is able to glove that. 2 outs quickly for Waterloo, and AJ stepping in. And AJ swings and misses at that low outside pitch. 0-1. And swings through that one. 0-2. And ball is low. Bounces in there. Back to the fence. 1-2. AJ swings through that. Third strike. 2 strikeouts that inning for the Lemont pitcher. Waterloo goes 1-2-3 again in the second. Through an inning and a half, Lemont 3, Waterloo nothing. Sun's trying to poke through. I don't think it's going to happen. Pretty much overcast today. Cash will be back on the mound. Outfield will be reset, as well as the infield. Tucker moving out to, well, Tucker is taking his customary place in center field. Wyatt will move over to left. Shea moves from left to first, and Dylan will sit this half inning. All the rest of the defense is the same. The 20-mile-an-hour winds that were hitting us early in the game have dissipated. I am starting to sweat. Tops of the trees in the outfield you can see are moving a little bit, but the breeze that was blowing out to right at the beginning of the game is not blowing as hard. First batter of the second inning for Lemont steps in. And Cash starts it out with a strike. Line shot over third, down to left field. Solid single there to start the second inning for Lemont. Cash with a nice pitch on the inside corner. 0-1. 2.5 step lead here by the runner on first. Just a little bit low and outside for Cash, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Low and outside, 2-1. And swings through that one, 2-2. Coming back and swings through that one. Strike 3 for the first down of the inning. That's 3 strikeouts for Cash in an inning and a third. All stats unofficial, of course. Cash's first pitch is offered to. Strike 1. Cash brings it back for another strike. Swung at quickly down 0-2. And strike 3. Snap throw down to first. But the runner is back in time. So 2 down here for Lemont in the bottom of the second. Runner on first. They lead 3-0. First pitch is high. Ball 1. Realize all these kids are pretty much in the same age bracket, but the size differential between Shea and the runner at first is heads and shoulders above everybody. I'm going to pan over here just so you can see what I'm talking about. Shea is an entire head taller than the runner on first. Ooh. Strike. No foul tip. The runner will take second on the play. Ball hits the umpire. 2-1, I believe. Oh, 3-0. He did not swing. The umpires will confer here whether or not that was a check swing or not. It looked like one to me, but guessing there was not enough evidence for the second baseman to call a strike. It is 2-1. Okay, so they reversed the ball on that call. 2-1 now. Nice for the umpires to confer and confirm that. You always want to get the right call. And Cash comes in and fouled, and that is out of play over the Lemont dugout. 2-2. 2 down here in the second inning. We are full of 2s. And a runner on second. So we got a bunch of 2s in this inning. It must be the lucky number. Hopefully lucky for Waterloo. I'd love to see 3 be a lucky number, but it's going to have to come on ball 3. 3-2, full count to the Lemont batter. 2 down, bottom of the second. Lemont ahead, 3-0. And that is inside, ball 4. Cash's first walk of the game. Runners on first and second for Lemont. Two down. Cash with high over the batter's head. Ball 1. A little bit of control issues here for Cash and the last batter in a pitch. And that's outside, not far enough from Trey for the runner to advance. He got a good secondary lead out there, but held at second. 2-0. That ball bounces in there low for 3-0 count. And ball is swung at, green light on 3-0, drives it over the Lemont dugout on the third base side, 3-1. And ball on the outside corner. Full count now. Let's see if we can get this last strike and get out of this inning without any damage. And ball is low. Back-to-back walks for Cash. In a little bit of trouble here in the second inning. Bases loaded now, 2 down. And fouled straight back over top of me for the first strike. Anything to the outfield grass should score 2. Ball high. 1-1. And ball low. Nice scoop by Trey. 2-1. Bases loaded, bottom of the second for Lemont. They lead 3-0. 2 down. And a 2-1 count. Cash throws it and swung and fouled straight back here right in front of me. Even at 2-2. Cash comes back just a bit inside. So we've run it full with bases loaded, nowhere to put them. Now this umpire is definitely more attentive than the one from yesterday because that plate was so dirty yesterday a couple of times. And that is outside, ball 4. 3 straight walks for Cash, gives up an earned run. Lemont leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Cash starts it off with a strike. 0-1. Second pitch is right in there, too. Swung on for the second strike. Third pitch is on the outside corner looking. So after walking the last 2 batters for Cash, he strikes out this last batter for the third inning, for the third out. Lemont is able to plate 1 runner on the walk, and they lead after 2, 4-0. Due up this half inning for Waterloo, Tucker, Dillon, and Jacob. If any of those should get on, Ryan will be up. Overcast day in Dubuque, Iowa. This is the 4 o'clock game on Sunday before Memorial Day. Coach Ross having a quick meeting here with the second base umpire, talking a little bit about deliveries, possibly. Balk call, maybe? Or balk rules, maybe? Lemont pitcher on for his third inning of work. Waterloo only able to bat 3 innings yesterday before falling to Premier Baseball Academy 21-2. Some of these kids at the bottom of the lineup here only batted once yesterday, and they keeps going this way. They may only bat once today. But we need to get something going here. First pitch to Tucker is ball outside. Good eye by Tucker to hold off on that offering. And that ball is inside, 2-0. That ball is low and outside, 3-0. No green light on that. The bat was on Tucker's shoulder, 3-1. Nice pitch on the outside corner. And that ball is high. Tucker walks for the first base runner of the game for Waterloo. Dylan steps in now. Gnats flying around me. Throw back to first. Tucker only with about a 2-step lead there. Lemont pitcher just wants him to know he's thinking about him. First baseman is holding him on. Very modest lead there by Tucker. 2 steps maybe. And ball outside, back to the fence. Tucker is off with that wild pitch, and he will take second. Waterloo with a runner in scoring position here in the top of the third. Nobody out. A 1-0 count to Dylan. That ball is swung through. Strike one. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Ball is right there on the outside corner, 2-2. Coming back, and Dylan is out in front of that. Fouls back, and we'll redo it at 2-2. Fresh baseball into the Lemont pitcher. Tucker holding at second. Dylan with a grounder. Fair ball down the inside of the third base line. Tucker is coming home to score. And Waterloo plates its first run of the game. They now trail 4-1. Dylan with a nice single just inside the third base line. Brings up Jacob with nobody out in the top of the third. Infield huddle with the corners and the catcher and the pitcher. And ball is inside. Nobody out here for Waterloo in the top of the third. 2-0. Dylan, not much of a lead there on first. Dylan off with the pitch, and Jacob takes it for a strike. 2-1 to Jacob. No throw down to second. No stolen base for Dylan. But another runner in scoring position for Waterloo, still with nobody down in the top of the third. Jacob flies one out to second. Second baseman calls the first baseman off and is able to record the first out of the inning. Dylan holds at second. Ryan steps in with one down in the top of the third. Waterloo down 4-1 in the top of the third. Ryan swings and misses. Ball gets away from the catcher. Dylan is able to take third on the pass ball. One down in the third inning. Chance to plate the second run. 80 feet away for Waterloo. And Ryan lines one into the gap in right center. That is an RBI. Dylan comes in to score. Solid hit by Ryan. Dylan comes in to score, and that cuts the deficit in half, 4-2. One down in the top of the third. Pitching coach is coming out. We have a pitching change for Lemont. Lemont pitcher should not be too upset. He pitched very well the first 2 1/3 innings. Reset the game for you here. Top of the third. Waterloo has been able to plate 2 runs in the bottom half of the lineup. It all started with a walk to Tucker, and then a steal of second and a wild pitch advance. Dylan drives him in with a single to left. Dylan is able to take second on a wild pitch. Takes third on a wild pitch. And Ryan hits a solid single out to right center. One out was mixed in there in the middle. When we return to baseball, we will have runners on first with one down, and Wyatt steps to the plate. First pitch to Wyatt is inside and low, and Ryan takes second. No throw. And Wyatt watched that one. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. That is swung through. 1-2. Wyatt fouls one into the Waterloo dugout. Got a piece of that one. We'll do it again at 1-2. Wyatt with a solid shot past the shortstop. Ryan is on his horse, and he is coming in to score for the third run of the game for Waterloo. And it is now a 4-3 ball game. Brings up Avery. One step lead over there by Wyatt. All he's got to do is fall and his hand's on the base. But once again, pitcher wants him to know he's thinking about him. Don't want to take too big of a lead. And ball bounces. Nice stop by the Lemont catcher. Wyatt holds at first, 1-0. Ball 2. Little frustration on the Lemont catcher on that one. I think he thought that was a strike. 2-0. Ball's inside, almost hits Avery. He's got to dive out of there. 3-0. Getting a little ribbon from the bench. He should have stayed in there. Got hit by the pitch. And ball bounces in there. Gets away from the catcher. Avery walks back to the top of the lineup. And Gavin steps in, who struck out his first time up. Runners on first and second with only one out. Drive one into the gap, and you got a chance to take the lead on this one. Wind is picking up again. And that ball is outside, back to the fence. Both runners will move up 80 feet, so we have runners in scoring position for Gavin. Anything to the outfield grass now could score 2 to take the lead. One and 0. Gavin with a line shot to second, and Avery is doubled off a second. So a double play to end the scoring threat for Waterloo, but they are on the board in the third inning. Only a one-run deficit now. Lemont ahead, 4-3. Just a little mental error there for Avery. I think he thought it was through, but the shortstop had Gavin played perfectly. I'm headed over to the cooler to get something to drink because my voice is shot.
Are you still recording?
They can probably still hear me. If anybody can hear me, give me a hell yeah. We'll celebrate when we win, okay? So, all right. So, this half inning sponsored you by Coors Light and Casey Rufner. Hey, Casey. Casey, I got a hell yeah from Tom Toy. Hey, Tom. So, Cash back on the mound. Allowed one inherited runner to score and one runner on his own to score. We're in a whole new ball game. Waterloo only trailing 4-3 now. Definitely better attitudes, I'm guessing, for the Waterloo players. Able to plate a couple of runs. Defense. Dylan is in at first for Shea. Cash's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Rest of the defense here is the same. Your outfield remains the same. Left to right, Wyatt, Tucker, and Avery. And Cash's next pitch is low, 2-0. And there's a swing out to center. Tucker is able to snag that for out number one. Moved a couple steps to his right and was able to glove that. One down here in Lemont's half of inning number 3. They lead 4-3. Bases are empty. Cash with a first pitch ball. And nice pitch on the inside quarter for Cash there. That may have been a wind-aided strike. The wind is blowing from the right batter's box to the left-handed batter's box. There's another same pitch. Inside corner. 2 in a row now. Lemont batter down in a 1-2 count. And there is strike 3. Waterloo fans called that one. 6th strikeout in the game for Cash. 2 down. Brings up the Lemont 5 or 6 hitter. I don't remember. I know he's the first lefty hitter of the game. Ball outside for Cash. 1-0. And ball is inside, back to the fence, 2-0. Ball is on the inside corner, 2-1. And grounder just outside of first base. In front of the Waterloo dugout, 2-2. 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd. Nobody on for Lemont. They lead 4-3. Cash's next pitch is just a bit outside and high. We run it full. And out to Tucker. He comes in. He's making a charge, and it falls in front of him. Tough shot there. Tucker was playing pretty deep. That falls harmlessly to the outfield grass. Still 2 down here for Lemont in the bottom of the 3rd with a runner on first now. And he's off with the pitch. No throw down to second. Oh, Cash didn't realize it was coming back to him. He ducks, and the ball rolls over to second base. Keystone Cops almost on that one. 1-0. Shot out here to right. That is going to fall in the Bermuda Triangle. Lemont trying to score from 3rd, and he will. So a single up the shallow right field. Runner from 3rd is able to score, or 2nd is able to come around to score. Lemont now leading 5-3. Balk called. I'm guessing he must have come set, and he moved his shoulders towards the mound, and the runner will advance to 2nd on the balk. Still no count. And nice pitch there. on the outside corner. Not at 13U. There's no warning at 13U. Oh. I saw Ross talking to him between innings, and I think that's might have been it. And a line shot over to center. Tucker picks it up, but Lemont, runner from second, will come home to score. That's the second run of the inning for Lemont. They lead 6-3. We will have a pinch runner for the runner on first. Strike one, and ball is just to the third base side of second. Almost had him picked off. Stolen base for Lemont. Runner on second in scoring position. Bottom of the third inning, they lead 6-3, 2 down in this inning. Second base umpire getting in position. And fouled off harmlessly here to the fence. Off to the left side here by third base. 1-2, or 0-2 maybe. Just a bit high. 1-2. Cash hits the outside corner, a little dribbler over to short. Picks it up, throws to first, and Dillon gloves it for the third out. So Waterloo gives up 2 that inning. After plating 3 in the top of the third, Lemont with 2 in the bottom of the third, they take a 6-3 lead. Due up for Waterloo in the fourth inning, Mason, Cash, and Shea. If any of them reach Trey, will be up. I've gotten a picture taken. Oh, yeah. Fans, I'm just here to do this. If you can't get to the games and you got kids on the team or grandsons, nephews, I'm here to bring baseball to you. That's all. So I may miss the camera once in a while. I may miss a call. My count may be off. My score may be off, but at least we're able to do this in this age of technology. So I hope you appreciate what I bring to you. Hopefully I'm not too talkative and you're able to still watch while enjoying your family members here in this great game of baseball. So due up first for Waterloo here in the top of the fourth is Mason. Mason steps in. First pitch of the fourth is outside, ball 1. New catcher in the game for Lemont. Mason fouls one back over the Waterloo dugout. 1-1. Mason fouls it back, same spot. 1-2. Just a little bit under those. Could square up on that. He might be able to put one in the gap. Get somebody on here in the top of the fourth. Leadoff hitter would be good to get on base. And curveball outside, 2-2. Mason grounds one number over to in front of the catcher. Fair ball. Mason is able to beat it out. That ball stayed fair by about a ball length. It was just on the inside of the chalk. Call it a swinging bunt, if you will. But we have runners on first. Mason with a single brings up Cash, who flew out to deep center his first time up. And ball is, oh, he did glove it, but Mason was back in time. Conservative lead here for Mason, and he's back in time again. Not as deep of a lead this time as he had the last time, the throw over. Pitch comes to the plate. Cash with a deep fly to center again. And it is gone for Cash. He gave that one a ride as well. And just like that, Waterloo is back to within one run at 6-5. Still nobody out here in the top of the fourth, and there's a lot of chatter in the Waterloo dugout. Finally came alive here on that home run by Cash. And Shea lays off, ball one. Janine, I think your comment helped Cash out tremendously. Trust me on that one. And high, 2-0. That was not a cheap one by any means. That was a pop. Maybe a little bit wind dated, but that was in the ball three. That was in the same location he hit the first one in the first inning, but not as deep. And Shea has a shot on 3-0, and it's over to center and gloved. Out there in left center for the first out of the fourth inning. Brings up Trey. Wind is definitely picking up here. And ball outside. Wind is definitely picking up here. Anything out to center, right center, is going to get an extra carry. As I said with Cash's, it might have gotten that, but that is an attempt at a curveball, but over top of Trey's head, 2-0. And that bounces in there and past the catcher, 3-0. A lot of those out there, Trey, a lot of balls. And outside corner, 3-1. Trey with a bouncer down to third. Stopped in front of him, kept it in front of him going into the corner, but Trey will have a single. AJ steps to the plate now, one down in Waterloo's half of inning number 4. They trail 6-5. And back to first, and Trey is back in time. Trey back in time again. Trey back in time again. 3 head first slides in a row. Not much of a lead over there for Trey. 2 steps maybe. And he's off with the pitch. Ball is high, but Trey is in there with a head first slide. Stolen base. Tying run now is on second for Waterloo. 1 down here in the top of the 4th. AJ over AJ's head. Gloved by the catcher. 2-0. As Tucker awaits on deck. Nice pitch right down the middle, 2-1. Must have been a pitch that AJ was not looking for. And that one's over the plate, 2-2. And that is inside. AJ's run it full. Out of the fans here for Waterloo wanted him to stand in there and get hit by that pitch. And that ball is high. AJ walks. Coaching visit to the mound. Waterloo with runners on first and second in the 4th inning. Pitching change actually happening now. So we have a chance to reset here. And we will tell you the happenings here in the 4th inning for Waterloo. Mason was able to get on with a solid single. Cash followed that up with a 2-run home run to bring the deficit to where we're at right now, 6-5. Shea popped out to the center fielder for the first out of the inning. Trey singled, stole second, and then AJ walked. Apparently we have some chatter from the Waterloo moms behind me. I guess there's been a little bit of imbibing in adult beverages during this game and probably during our pizza and wing celebration at lunchtime. So Tucker steps in with 1 down in the top of the 4th. He's got 2 on. And that is a first pitch strike on the outside corner. That is on the outside corner, too. 2 quick strikes on Tucker. Third pitcher of the game for Lemont. That hit Tucker. That will load the bases for Dylan. Tying run 80 feet away. Dylan swings through the first one, 0-1. Third baseman is holding the runner on third. That's where Dylan put his last hit. And Dylan with a slow roller up to third, coming home, and the force is there at home. Lemont records the second out of the inning via the force. Bases are still loaded for Jacob. And AJ is back on the throw to third. Anything hit to the outfield should score 2. And Jacob swings through that first pitch, 0-1. Fouled straight back, 0-2. And Jacob swings through that one. Strikes out with the bases loaded, but Waterloo is able to plate 2 more on the home run by Cash through 3.5. It is Lemont 6, Waterloo 5. Cash back on the mound for inning number 4. Defense the rest of the way looks very similar. In fact, it is the same as last half inning. Why is that, Sasha? Because Cash hit a home run? That you can only get 10 games virtually? That's funny. Heck no, that's your kid. You can come all the games you want. You have permission from your broadcaster to do that. Cash's first pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. And fouled off along the third base slide, strike 2. Another grounder up the third base side. Still 0-2. And low outside, 1-2. And over his head, back to the backstop. 2-2. Shot out here to right. Avery comes in and is able to glove that for the first out of the inning. One down in the bottom of the fourth. Cash puts the first pitch over the plate and grounds into left field for a single. Sixth hit of the inning, or sixth hit of the game. Cash has given up unofficially. Two and a half step lead there for the Lemont, and he's off at the pitch. Trey comes up firing, and just a little bit high, but he's in with a stolen base. Pitch was a strike. 0-1. Lined into left center. Wyatt gets it in, but Lemont will play to run 7-2, 7-5, excuse me. And off with the pitch. Trey comes up firing and off to the third base side, but I think he was going to be in there standing anyway. So second stolen base of the inning for Lemont. One down. Bottom of the fourth. They lead 7-5. And grounder just outside of third. Oh and 2. Ball is a single out to center. Tucker gets it in. First and third for Lemont. One down. Off with the pitch. Strike one. A pinch runner for the runner on second. Fouled over here to right field. I think that's going to stay. Oh, it was a foul ball just inside the line. Avery picks it up, and nobody's over at first to throw it into. Throws into Cash. Bloop single. Lemont plates another run, 8-5. And pinch runner here for runner on first. Ball strike on the outside corner. Line shot out to center. Tucker's on that one and just over his head. All the way to the wall. 2 runs will be in here for Lemont. And fire over to third. Just up the line for a triple. Lemont now up 10-5. Cash with some troubles here in the third. And he is out. Batter missed first base. Batter at third is out. Quick discussion here between the umpire and the coach from Lemont. But the call stands, so we have 2 down now in the bottom of the fourth. Lemont has plated 4 runs this inning so far. Bases are empty. That ball is low. Big wind coming up. Dust all over the field. And that ball is outside. 2-0. Ball high, 3-0. Right over the plate. 3-1. Another one right over the outside corner. Full count. And fouled straight back right in front of me. Batter stays alive at 3-2. And a shot down the left field line, and Wyatt is under it for the third out. Lemont is able to plate 4 that inning, however, and they lead 10-5. Cash ran into a little bit of trouble that inning. We were able to get a nice out when the runner that had a triple missed first base. And the appeal down to first. Dylan stepped on the bag, and the home plate umpire called him out. And this will end the game. Apparently there is time limit. So that will end the game here for Waterloo versus Lemont. Valiant effort by your Pirates, but they come up on the short end of the stick, 10-5. We'll find out tomorrow what time we play. I'm sure it will probably be early, but we'll be back with you broadcasting tomorrow. Once again, from Veterans Park in Dubuque, it is Lemont 10, Waterloo 5. See ya.